Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik, and this is a game War in the Pacific. This is my play by email match against Deaniks. He's a Japanese player, and for me this is the Allied side. The last days of December 41, and by slowly losing control over the Philippines. But still, or a little slow, I would say. At least compared to my own Japanese playstyle, this is more it's a slower and less aggressive. Good. Next attempt to sink here enemy cargo ships at Japanese sea, but Mark 14s are not really the best equipment so early in the war. At the same time, the Japanese cannot really attack in deep water. Next attempt, still no hit. Hit but no explosion. Luckily also for the Japanese, no hit. Shallow water. Deep water here. And no, this time the Japanese are successful. My escort is coming, trying. Yeah, but it's deep water. There are some troops on board, but no heavy damage, so maybe I can survive this. There was a AMC, but no hit, no explosion. Very active submarine turn. Shallow water. This is how my escort force is. Low-level tankers running between Balikpapan and Java. And I gave up to battle the Zeros. I hope simply there's no airstrike coming today and only sweeps. So I give my pilots a rest day and will also let my airframes repair. Jakes are still hunting here my cargo ships, trying to deliver supplies to Mindanao. Changsha, still daily airstrikes. But nothing special. And no carriers again, so far. Maybe in the afternoon. Enemy submarines are still around Hawaii. And this is from Baker Island, some Catalinas attacking this invasion task force, and I am able to drop some 500-pound bombs in these cargo ships, and each ship have one hit. With a little luck, they're creating fire and force the ships to stand down for a week or two. And this is my cargo ship. Now it's heavily damaged and left behind. Naja, but other ships are picking up. At least the men. The equipment is lost. And Propulse is lost. Well, it was an attempt to save the ship, but failed. So Repulse and Prince of Wales are both lost, plus the one Fiji cruiser. That was the biggest defeat so far in this campaign, I would say, on my side. Yeah, cannot change it. Here in the north, there's a dot base. The Chinese control this, and I still hold the hex, but my fort level is reduced still. Yeah, the Japanese cannot overrun me. That's it. This position is less likely to be a victory for me. The bombardments are still in my favor, but in the long run I cannot hold it. And here some paratroopers are jumping and taking the base, but no one is here. Good. So that was a turn. Not too much action today. I mean, there was a lot of submarine action, but only the Japanese had some success. Then see you soon again. So air war was light. There was no air battle. So Japan lost 3 aircraft, ops losses. And for myself it was also a Catalina ops losses. So 1 airframe lost and the pilot is also killed. Ship sunk. Repulse went down, or yeah, a little unlucky. A nice ship if you can save it, but yeah. And I also lost a better cargo ship. So this is a real Navy cargo ship, the C2, with equipment on board, but the unit itself I think is not destroyed. So I have here some equipment I could maybe buy back if I really want to do this. I'm not so sure. Sooner or later I will make a decision about this. Good. Overall a lot of sub attacks, but only here at California there was 1 convoy. I don't know which one lost. Hard to say. One of these guys lost his ship. I have convoys, escorts, but I have only the minimum amount of ships because so early in the war everything is missing, and I have to move around all this stuff first. And I need at least 1 month to really get everything in a better position. Pago, so long there's no Japanese coming here, I can build up the space, and that is important for me. The same with Suva. I try to get in supplies, and next is also fuel. Fuel is coming. Supplies are already at Pago, but could be more, of course. There was an airstrike here. This is the cargo ships I attacked. I have also a submarine here to help, but I think there was an attack but no hit by my aircraft out of Baker Island. Yeah, I had here my own Navy attack, and this guy lost no airframe, so 1 guy at least was able to land a hit and get a Navy bomb skill. And yeah, I have not the numbers simply, and it's really only to scare the Japanese player, not to stop them. Nothing, I don't know where's the 1st and 2nd Japanese carrier division. I only don't get any sighting reports, so I guess they are somewhere, but I don't know where. But here's a detection. But 6 out of 6 is more like a submarine detection or a cruiser detection, not a carrier detection. But could be someone is nearby. I don't know. So I must be a little careful what I do with the tanker. Maybe I will stand him down and not unload. And wait 1 or 2 turns. Here's my forward Navy search base. I just arrived, so I need 1 or 2 days to stand them down and let them relax. But I have here the local AVP to supply my aircraft, so I don't need the supplies in the base directly. Nothing around Darwin, nothing in the Dutch East Indies. There was an airstrike against these cargo ships. I was able to unload, I think. I have also around 2,000 supplies. I mean, this is not enough, but it is something. Manila, there was sweeping, but my aircraft are trying to repair. my pilots trying to rest. So the skill level of the pilots are now acceptable. The number of airframes and the kind of amount of damaged airframes is of course still an issue. I cannot hold the base in the long run, but I try to bleed the Japanese a little dry. I have the Japanese or the Dutch submarine fleet is coming and going out of Singapore, rearming torpedoes, and I try to get a lucky hit somewhere. Nothing else really happened. And in China, the typical stuff. The Japanese getting stronger and stronger here in the center. And I try to get more and more supplies into Rangoon. Again, the next convoy is arriving and unloading at the Rangoon port. So again, here 25,000 supplies are unloading, and then they transfer this supplies to China. And if I get here 100,000 supplies to China before the road is cut, then I'm happy. The Japanese are now in Mole Mine, and my block force is trying to escape, but I think it's too late to run now. But yeah, I won't normally wait for the second block force, but yeah, the Japanese are a little faster than I expected. I was not fast enough to run at the main road, but in combat mode, then the Japanese could move on the smaller road in move mode. Yeah. But at the end, they're only block forces, nothing more. If I lose them, I don't care. Good, that is all for today. Aya and Repulse, I mean, here lost. The escort destroyers can now go back to port. They was not able to save the ship. Maybe next time. And see you. Take care. Bye bye.